Guys, this is Christ169 coming to you live with two dogs barking, of course, in the background because they have to bark, you know, important time they gotta bark, you know how that goes. This is about video game violence and why games are being blamed for everything under the sun. Okay, guys, I'm 36 years old. I was born in 1981. I understand that violent video games are out there. I understand people play violent games. But when you blame games every time, like Columbine, oh, it's Doom's fault. Doom came out in 92. Columbine happened in 99. What happened? They were transfixed on someone, they couldn't do it beforehand. And it happened in Florida tragically. But how many people are killed in Chicago, gun violence? Young teens. Let's say 2,000 of them. Last year, a lot of blood and guts last year in Chicago. Where's hashtag Save Chicago at? You know, so once again, a shout out to Killer Comedy Unleashed. Shout out to Angry Joe, and shout out to Boogie298 for bringing a separate video about this topic years before. And I'll give them a shout out. What shout outs due for all three of them, because all three of them had really good, interesting studies about each one of them, and not one of them was out of line or off topic, or out of line in the sense that they just didn't really care. They're very passionate about it. But I believe that video game violence is like me blaming McDonald's or Burger King to make me fat. It's stupid. Even though I work full time, I still find time for video games. I have a full-time job. I live in a nice house here. I still have to pay bills like everybody else. But games to me is a good pastime. I'm very passionate about them. I don't make them. I don't create them. I like to, but I don't. I try to give you guys a little bit of humor, a little bit of understanding. See, I'm not like Killer Comedy. I'm not like Boogie. I'm not like Angry Joe. I don't have the it factor. All three of those guys have the it factor. They know. They have the it factor. They have it. They have the personality to do this and make a video and make it sound great. I do this. I feel like I'm stuttering and have a dancing horse kind of syndrome. I'm just all over the place, have no rhythm. And that's me, though. But I don't think video games is any more violent than most of the movies out there today are. Where's the It being blamed? Movie It being blamed for school shootings, huh? Killer Clown. I watched original It in 1990. That was a television series, for crying out loud. That was very violent back then in that time. And then nowadays, it's PG-13 in this day and age. Practically would be PG-13. I've watched a lot of horror movies. Eternal Living Dead. Dracula. I can go on for hours. I play games like House of the Dead and games like that. And so some of those games nowadays, today, are violent. Yeah, Gears of War and Halo. Oh wow. But those games are all fantasy. I mentioned even movies are fantasy. When you put movies, you take movies like Shawshank Redemption. That's a violent movie. A great drama. I think it won an Academy Award or whatever. An Oscar or something. Hell, it won something. What it was. It's been 94. But The Green Mile. Another violent one. But yet, there is no violence to those movies. And you have these TV shows on Nickelodeon that almost, celebrate violence. Where's them? Are sexual innuendos. Where's all those people shows being pulled? They want to blame video games and blame guns, fine. Because it's been proven that games haven't done anything wrong other than entertain people. And if people are that socially retarded that they have to go shoot somebody, you know what? Maybe they should look at the mirror before they kill anybody. because people like that don't have a lot to live for anyway. And that's the problem we live in this country, folks. We live in a country where people want to blame everybody else and blame everybody else for the problems, and not listen to reason. Guys, there's terrorists out there that don't care in this country. Happened to San Bernardino. What happened almost happened. And one grandmother called the police on her grandson for plotting for a school shooting at his school. A couple days after it happened in Florida. So we can stop these problems. We can stop these problems if people look. If you know anybody in your world having issues at school, ask them about it, or tell the legal guardian or something, because you could probably prevent this Florida thing. Could have been prevented if the FBI. Where's the blame FBI? Where's hashtag blame FBI? It's not there. Oh, how convenient. Games are being thrown back into the mix, but yet the FBI knew a year before. So when someone turned this person in, and nothing happened, a year later, 17 people are dead. 17 people are dead. It's kind of hard to say blame video games when you had the cops had the smoking gun. No pun intended. No pun. Forgive me for my pun. Smoking gun. Again, forgive me for my pun. If you're very sensitive about that matter. About that situation with a year ago. Where is the director of FBI putting his badge down, going home forever? Where is the chief of that county? Where is the state investigator or the state legal team? Where are these people at when this stuff was being talked about? Because somebody had to know about it. But no, we'll blame video games because that's the easy scapegoat to keep our jobs. Because they're playing the arcade smash hit called "Keep Their Job." And they're going to keep their asses in the job, so they're going to blame everybody else under the sun instead of blaming themselves for failing. See, I don't understand. I know President Trump had all the students and some students' family there in the White House, and it's very admirable for him doing that. But I'm getting tired of seeing this crap on CNN and Fox News. We can solve a lot of issues here if people just come together as one. Because kids are being shot in Harlem, Compton, Chicago, now our schools. It's really hard to understand why it happens that way and what really happens. It makes you sick sometimes to think that we live in a world. We live in a world where it's not rainbows and gumdrops. Hillary Mommy Clinton ain't dancing around with Katy Perry in a plastic dress, singing Kumbaya and everything's great. We don't have that here. Okay? I don't envy anybody who has to run this country, and anybody who has to tell their family, their children not coming home. It sickens me that games are being exploited like this, but it sickens me more that the authority figures who are in charge of safety are allowed to walk away with their jobs. Hashtag investigate the FBI. Hashtag investigate Florida. Once again, a shout out to Killer Comedy, aka formerly known as 1316 Killer, Boogie 298, and the Angry Joe Show for bringing their respective videos years ago about video games and violence. And I appreciate what they have done. I appreciate and I love watching their content. Keep the good work, guys, up. Keep them up, because I love watching their content. Because you do a lot better than I do, obviously. But that's how I look at things, and that's my opinion. I watch it on YouTube. I watch it. I read it on the internet, and I come up and make my own video about it. So, guys, Christ 169 came. Peace, love. See you guys later, and God bless all of you.